Valania, a Varisian subject, has infiltrated Dresden disguised as a priestess of Desna. She is accused of dealing narcotic powders and herbs. What does the defendant have to say for herself? Oh, but no one's been hurt. There are no victims. I only did good. I'm innocent. Ladies and gentlemen, the war around us is terrible, and soldiers do not suffer from wounds alone. I saved them from their nightmares. My powders make them happy and weightless as a butterfly. They feel they can do anything, so they fight better. Yes, there are side effects, tremors and disorders and the like, but only in those who become too addicted. If it is done carefully, you can't just stop taking quat and other filth by force of will. It's a deception you sell to soldiers, along with certain death. They may survive the wound, but it's your powders that are killing them slowly but surely. People like you should be executed.
I've made my decision. Valenia, you shall be executed for selling forbidden substances in wartime.
But no one has died. Commander, I'm innocent.
I know you have broken the law. It is time to confess.
The tavern keeper turns pale. I seem to have been too smart for my own good, Commander. I trust your judgment and powers of perception. But first, allow me to explain. After you caught the false priestess of Desna in the act, I started selling powders and potions in her place. I gather someone told you this, but it's not what you think. Valenia, that imposter priestess of Desna, sold all sorts of worthless stuff. She had quite a few regular customers, and when you, Commander, finally rid my tavern of her, Fye sighs. I had thought to myself, how can I keep the customers this swindler brought in without causing any harm? So I stocked up on vials and powders and hinted that I would find a replacement for Valenia's goods. As a bonus, they no longer had to listen to her god's-awful songs as a cover. Want to know what I really did? I sold them crushed chalk and dyed water. I don't know what the customers did with them, but I never received any complaints. If you don't believe me, have someone search the tavern. I chose chalk as an ingredient because it doesn't cause any harm. My customers believed I was selling them remedies for their ailments, and they probably did feel better. Well, yes, I did cheat them, but only a bit. If I hadn't, they might have gone to a vendor selling truly dangerous filth. That's my story, Commander, and you can decide what to do about it.
I've made my decision. Tavern Keeper Fye, you are hereby sentenced to prison for fraud and violations of the rules of trade. You will also give us the names of your customers, as we must also see that they are dealt with. Best you gather your belongings and put your affairs in order, as you will be shortly taken into custody.
Fye, who has remained as calm as possible, cannot hold back a cry of despair.
But Commander, such a severe punishment for a small deception for the good of... Oh, I knew I shouldn't have done it.